Hello everyone, welcome to this session. As you seen on the screen, today I have brought metals and non-metals properties part 1. This is taken from class 10 chapter 3. So let's get started. Physical property. You can see on the screen, metals are solid except mercury. Metals are hard except lithium, potassium, sodium. Metals have metallic luster, that is shine. Metals are malleable, can be beaten into thin sheet. Metals are ductile, can be drawn into long wires. Metals have high melting points. Gallium and caesium have low melting points. The melt, they melt in the palm of the hand. Metals are good conductors of heat. Base conductors are silver and copper. Poor conductors are lead and mercury. Metals are good conductors of electricity. Best conductors are silver and copper. Metals are sonorous, produce sound when beaten. Right? Physical properties of nonmetals. Nonmetals may be solids, liquids, or gases. Solids like carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, etc. Liquid, bromine, gases, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, etc. Nonmetals are soft except diamond, which is the hardest natural substance. Nonmetals do not have luster except iodine. Nonmetals are not malleable. Nonmetals are not ductile. Nonmetals have low melting points and low boiling points. Nonmetals are bad conductors of heat. Nonmetals are bad conductors of electricity also, except graphite, which used in pencil. Nonmetals are not sonorous. These are the properties. When someone asks you, write the difference between physical properties of metals and nonmetals. Chemical properties of metal. Metals combined with oxygen to form metal oxide. Like this, metal plus oxygen give us metal oxide. Copper plus oxygen, we get copper oxide. That means it's release copper oxide. Balance it by put the 2 before copper in the left hand side, and the right hand side we write 2 before copper oxide. It also known copper 2 oxide. Magnesium plus oxygen give us magnesium oxide. Balance it putting 2 before magnesium in left hand side, and right hand side we write 2 before MgO. Aluminium plus oxygen we get aluminium oxide. So it also balanced by this one. Here is the picture. Also it is given in your book. Burning of magnesium ribbon in air. Chemical properties of metals. Nature of metal oxides. Some metal oxides are basic oxides because they react with water to form bases. Suppose sodium plus oxygen, sodium oxide. Sodium plus H2O give us sodium hydroxide. Some metal oxides show both acidic and basic properties. They are called amphoteric oxide. Aluminum oxide, zinc oxide is the example of that. Aluminum plus HCl give us aluminum chloride plus H2O. Aluminum oxide plus sodium hydroxide give us sodium aluminate plus H2O. Chemical properties of metals also again. Metal plus water give us metal oxide and release hydrogen. Metal oxide plus water, metal hydroxide. You can see on the screen, potassium and H2O give us potassium hydroxide plus hydrogen and release heat energy. Sodium plus H2O give us sodium hydroxide in aquatic form and hydrogen gas release and heat energy release. Metals like potassium and sodium react violently with cold water. Calcium plus H2O give us calcium hydroxide plus H2. Calcium starts floating because the bubbles of hydrogen gas formed stick to the surface of the metal. Chemical properties of metals. Metals like aluminum, iron and zinc do not react either with cold or hot water. Again I am going to read. Metals like aluminum, iron, zinc do not react either with cold or hot water, but they react with steam to form the metal oxide and hydrogen. You know what is steam? You can see on the screen. These are the example of the properties of metals that not react with cold or hot water. Metals such as lead, copper, silver and gold do not react with water at all. That means when someone asks you, write the name of elements which not react with cold or hot water, you can write. And also you can give the equations of that. Chemical properties of metals. Metal plus dilute acid give us salt and hydrogen. Magnesium plus HCl hydrochloric acid, we get magnesium chloride plus H2 gas. Aluminium plus hydrochloric acid give us aluminium chloride plus H2. Zinc plus HCl give us zinc chloride plus H2. Copper, silver and gold do not react with dilute HCl. Again, you can see on the screen and you should keep in mind which element do not react with dilute HCl. Hydrogen gas is not evolved when metals react with nitric acid HNO3 because it is a strong oxidizing agent and it oxidizes the H2, produce the water and is itself reduced to the oxides of nitrogen. Chemical properties of metals again. Displacement reactions. Metal A plus salt solution of B give us salt solution of A and metal B, which is less reactive. But in the left hand side, it is more reactive. You can see on the screen here iron plus copper sulfate get iron sulfate plus copper. That means copper displaced, right? So here is the picture we can see and understand how it's take place. Next, you can see and you know very well how to arrange the reactivity of the elements decreasing order. Potassium is most reactive element. After that sodium, after that calcium, after that magnesium, after that aluminum, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold. That means gold is least reactive element. Okay, you can see here how two metal and non-metals react. You can see here. Metals lose electrons and become positive ion. Let's see what is the point here. So they are electropositive in nature. Metals always electropositive in nature because it lose electron and become positive. Non-metal gain electrons and become negative ions. So they are electronegative in nature. Example, we will try to understand through the example. Formation of sodium chloride, right? The atomic number of sodium is 11. Then electronic configuration is 281. It has one valence electron. It is one valence electron, so it loses one electron to form sodium ion. When any metal lose electron, we write here plus, right? According to the written here. When non-metals gain, we write element and negative sign. The atomic number of chlorine is 70. Its electronic configuration is 287. You can see one is taken from the sodium and completes the octet. It has 7 valence electrons, so it gains 1 electron to form chlorine ion. Then the attraction between the sodium ion and chlorine ion result in the formation of sodium chloride molecules. Right? Here is the given reactions. You can see by dot matrix dot structure. Properties of ionic compound. It is also very important for us. Right? Am I right or wrong? You can see they are formed by the transfer of electrons and made up ions. Ionic compounds transfer the electrons. They are hard crystalline solids. They have high melting points and boiling points. They are soluble in water but insoluble in organic solvent like petrol, kerosene, etc. They conduct electricity in molten state or in solution. So this is very useful session for you. You should keep in mind and it will help you in the examination. So for today's, that's it, my dear. So thank you all of you and have a nice day to all.